In every mission, the Navy proves that maritime strength is measured by the character, clarity of mission, and the commitment of those who serve. That same commitment to duty was clearly seen in the West Philippine Sea and in other maritime outposts.
The Philippine Navy has entered a transformative phase with the arrival of the BRP Diego Silang FFG-07, the second of the Miguel Malvar-class guided missile frigates and a critical milestone in the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization program. This newest asset, built by Hyundai Heavy Industries in Ulsan, South Korea, represents not just another ship, but a cutting-edge addition to the fleet. Launched in March 2025 and joining her sister ship, the BRP Miguel Malvar, FFG-06, to form the most advanced surface combatants in Philippine naval history. The frigate brings state-of-the-art capabilities to the fleet, with a displacement of 3,200 tons, a range of 4,500 nautical miles, and an endurance of 20 days at sea. Most importantly, it is equipped with the EL/M2258 Alpha AESA multifunction radar, advanced sonar, and a full arsenal of missiles, torpedoes, and naval guns. These systems give the ship true multi-role flexibility, from anti-air and anti-ship operations to submarine hunting and maritime patrols. With its flight deck and hangar able to support naval helicopters like the AW-159 Wildcat, the Diego Silang brings the Navy into a new era of combined surface air-sea warfare. Her commissioning, however, is not only about firepower, it is about strategic impact. The frigate enhances the Philippines' maritime domain awareness, strengthens deterrence in the contested waters of the West Philippine Sea, and boosts interoperability with allies like the United States, Japan, and Australia. As Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad emphasized, her modern capabilities will allow us greater and longer operational reach as we continue to perform our mandate of securing our seas.
We now have 5 strategic partnerships with other countries, 5 countries. We have elevated our defense relationship. We have the RAA with Japan, India, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea. Vietnam is coming, is already there. We have Canada, UK, France is there, Italy, and the other countries who have been expressing or giving statements of support, and not only statements but actions, sending the ships, the troops, the aircraft to do joint activities with the armed forces of the Philippines.
The ship also arrives at a time of escalating tensions. Chinese vessels continue to swarm contested reefs, shadow Allied patrols, and harass Philippine missions with water cannons and dangerous maneuvers. Against this backdrop, the Diego Silang is both a shield and a statement. The Philippines is no longer constrained by aging, outdated assets, but now possesses credible tools to defend its exclusive economic zone and assert its sovereign rights. Looking forward, the Diego Silang is just the beginning. Manila is pursuing additional frigates, exploring local shipbuilding capacity, and pushing ahead with a $35 billion modernization plan under Horizon 2 and Horizon 3. These efforts, built on successful partnerships with South Korea and strengthened through minilateral defense alignments with the US, Japan, and Australia, mark the Philippines' evolution from a vulnerable archipelago into an emerging middle power in regional security. In essence, the BRP Diego Silang is more than a warship. It is a symbol of resilience, a tool of deterrence, and a visible step toward a multi-capable Navy that can defend sovereignty, protect maritime resources, and contribute to stability in the Indo-Pacific. The BRP Diego Silang FFG-07 stands as the newest jewel in the Philippine Navy's fleet, a product of Manila's growing determination to modernize its maritime defense capabilities. Built by Hyundai Heavy Industries, HDHHI, in Ulsan, South Korea, the ship is the second of the Miguel Malvar-class guided missile frigates, ordered under a massive 28 billion peso contract that symbolizes the Philippines' most ambitious naval procurement to date. Launched in March 2025, the Diego Silang departed South Korea in early September and is expected to arrive in the Philippines by the end of the month, where it will be formally commissioned into active duty. It follows in the wake of its sister ship, the BRP Miguel Malvar, FFG-06, which was commissioned just months earlier in May 2025, giving the Navy a pair of cutting-edge warships in rapid succession. In terms of raw specifications, the Diego Silang represents a quantum leap over the aging vessels the Philippine Navy has long relied on. Displacing 3,200 tons and stretching 118.4 meters in length with a 14.9-meter beam, the frigate combines size with agility. Powered by a combined diesel and diesel (CODAD) propulsion system, it can reach speeds of 25 knots and has an impressive operational range of 4,500 nautical miles at 15 knots, allowing it to sustain operations across the entire Philippine archipelago and beyond. Its 20-day endurance ensures that it can remain at sea for extended patrols, a vital requirement for asserting presence in contested waters like the West Philippine Sea. What truly distinguishes the BRP Diego Silang, however, are its advanced sensors, radars, and weapons systems. For the first time in Philippine naval history, a warship will carry the EL/M 2258 Alpha S-Band 3 DAESA multifunction radar, a state-of-the-art system capable of detecting, tracking, and guiding weapons against both air and surface threats with unmatched precision. This radar, coupled with its hull-mounted sonar, gives the ship powerful anti-submarine warfare capabilities, enabling it to detect and engage hostile submarines before they become a threat.
The frigate's armament package is equally formidable and represents a serious deterrent against both surface and aerial threats.
At its heart lies a 16-cell vertical launching system, VLS, loaded with MBDAV LMICA ship-to-air missiles, capable of intercepting incoming aircraft or missiles. To project power across the sea, the ship boasts 8 Seastar SSM-710K anti-ship cruise missiles, giving it the ability to strike enemy vessels at long range with deadly accuracy. For close-range defense, the Diego Silang is armed with a 76mm Oto Malara Super Rapid Main Gun and a Selsan Gokdanese 35mm Close-In Weapon System, CIWS, to counter incoming missiles, and 4 12.7mm heavy machine guns for small surface threats. Completing its arsenal are 2 triple-tube launchers for K-745 Blue Shark lightweight torpedoes, enhancing its undersea warfare capabilities. The ship also expands the Navy's aviation reach with its flight deck and hangar facilities designed to support a 12-ton naval helicopter, such as the AW-159 Wildcat. This integration of airborne assets allows for extended reconnaissance, anti-submarine patrols, and rapid response operations, multiplying the ship's effectiveness far beyond its own hull. In essence, the BRP Diego Silang is not just a new ship, it is a multi-mission platform capable of defending Philippine waters against threats from above, below, and across the sea. It represents the fusion of modern naval technology with the Philippines' strategic need for credible defense. A warship built not only to patrol, but to deter, and if necessary, to fight. The commissioning of the BRP Diego Silang, FFG-07, is not simply about adding another hull to the Philippine Navy. It is about transforming the country's maritime posture into one that can credibly safeguard sovereignty. One of the ship's most immediate contributions lies in the field of maritime domain awareness, MDA. Equipped with advanced sensors such as the ELM-2258 Alpha-3 DAESA radar and integrated sonar systems, the Diego Silang dramatically extends the Navy's ability to monitor, track, and assess threats across the country's vast archipelagic waters. This capability is particularly crucial in the West Philippine Sea, where Chinese naval and Coast Guard vessels frequently patrol and conduct gray zone operations. By detecting incursions earlier and with greater accuracy, the frigate strengthens Manila's hand in asserting its rights under international law.
Beyond surveillance, the combat capabilities of the Diego Silang provide the Philippines with a long-missing element: credible deterrence. With its vertical launching system, long-range anti-ship missiles, and layered defense systems, the frigate represents a leap in the Navy's ability to impose costs on an aggressor. As Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, the Navy's spokesperson, emphasized, her modern capabilities will allow us greater and longer operational reach as we continue to perform our mandate of securing our seas. This operational reach ensures that the Philippines is no longer limited to symbolic patrols, but can actively contest any attempt to undermine its sovereignty. The message is clear. Any act of aggression will now face not only diplomatic protests, but a technologically capable maritime force ready to defend the nation's interests. Equally significant is the frigate's contribution to interoperability with allies and partners. The Diego Silang is fitted with a tactical data link system derived from South Korea's Link K, which allows it to seamlessly share targeting, surveillance, and communications data with the Jose Rizal-class frigates already in service. More importantly, this system enhances its ability to operate alongside allied navies, including those of the United States, Australia, and Japan, which regularly conduct joint exercises with the Philippine Navy. In effect, the Diego Silang not only strengthens the Philippines' national defense, but also plugs it deeper into a regional security network, where information sharing and coordinated operations amplify deterrence against potential adversaries. In sum, the strategic impact of the BRP Diego Silang lies in its ability to close the gap between aspiration and capability. It provides the Philippines with eyes to watch, weapons to defend, and networks to connect, turning the Navy into a force that not only patrols, but also deters, cooperates, and protects. The arrival of the BRP Diego Silang FFG-07 comes at a time when the Philippines faces some of its most serious maritime security challenges in recent memory. The West Philippine Sea continues to be heavily contested, with Chinese Coast Guard, militia, and naval vessels swarming disputed features such as Scarborough Shoal, Second Thomas Shoal, and areas near Reed Bank. Reports in mid-2025 noted record numbers of Chinese ships operating simultaneously in multiple contested areas, a visible demonstration of Beijing's resolve to dominate the region. At the same time, China's Navy has escalated its monitoring of joint military exercises between the Philippines and its allies, shadowing drills and occasionally sending ships dangerously close to Philippine territorial waters. Against this backdrop, the commissioning of the Diego Silang is not symbolic. It is a direct operational response to intensifying Chinese pressure, giving Manila both the tools and confidence to safeguard its sovereignty. Looking forward, the Diego Silang is not an endpoint, but a milestone in the revised armed forces of the Philippines Modernization Program. Specifically, it falls under the Horizon 2 phase, which prioritizes external defense after decades of internal security focus. The frigate represents one step in a broader transformation that envisions a Philippine Navy capable of sustained maritime presence, modern deterrence, and full-spectrum operations. Future plans include the possible acquisition of 2 additional Miguel Malvar-class frigates, further strengthening the Navy's high-end capabilities. Beyond foreign procurement, Manila has also emphasized the development of local shipbuilding capacity, signaling a long-term ambition to produce and maintain its own naval assets domestically. This would reduce dependency on foreign suppliers, create defense-related jobs, and embed a culture of naval self-reliance. The Philippines' partnership with South Korea's HD Hyundai Heavy Industries, HDHHI, offers a compelling case study in what successful defense cooperation looks like. Both the BRP Miguel Malvar and BRP Diego Silang were delivered on time and within budget, reflecting the reliability and professionalism of Seoul as a defense partner. This timely delivery stands in stark contrast to delays often associated with major acquisitions in the past, such as aircraft and helicopter procurements. The Philippines' ability to meet its modernization milestones thanks to South Korean cooperation demonstrates the value of trusted, like-minded defense partnerships. It also suggests that the South Korean model, co-development, training integration, and logistical support could serve as a template for future collaborations with other allies. Regionally, the commissioning of Diego Silang places the Philippines on a clearer trajectory toward being recognized as a middle power with credible maritime capabilities. While its Navy still lags behind major regional players such as Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force or the Republic of Korea Navy, its modernization trajectory is now more aligned with regional trends. For example, like Vietnam, the Philippines has prioritized frigates and patrol vessels as cost-effective platforms to project presence and deterrence in contested waters. Its efforts are also bolstered by growing military alliances, regular joint exercises with the United States, Australia, and Japan, as well as increasing participation in multilateral drills, provide Manila with operational experience and coalition credibility.
In this sense, the Diego Silang is not just a new ship. It is a symbol of the Philippines' evolving role in the Indo-Pacific, where small and medium states collectively push back against great power coercion through modern fleets and stronger alliances. The commissioning of the BRP Diego Silang FFG-07 is more than the arrival of a single warship. It is a landmark in the Philippines' continuing journey toward building a modern, multi-capable navy. With its advanced sensors, long-range strike weapons, and multi-role capabilities, Diego Silang represents a significant leap forward in the country's ability to safeguard its maritime domain. From territorial defense to humanitarian assistance, the frigate is designed to meet the diverse challenges of the Indo-Pacific security environment, where threats range from natural disasters to great power rivalry. As naval officials have emphasized, the ship is not only a platform for combat, but also a symbol of credibility and resilience. In the words of Philippine Navy leaders, Diego Silang's arrival moves the service closer to its vision of becoming a credible force for national security and regional stability. This statement reflects a shift in mindset. The Navy is no longer seen merely as a supporting service, but as a frontline actor in asserting sovereignty and deterring aggression. Looking ahead, the Diego Silang will not stand alone. Together with her sister ship, the BRP Miguel Malvar, and future acquisitions under the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, the Navy is steadily building a layered maritime defense strategy. Combined with enhanced interoperability with allies such as the United States, Japan, and Australia, the Philippines is positioning itself not just to defend its sovereignty, but also to contribute meaningfully to the collective security of the Indo-Pacific. Ultimately, the Diego Silang's significance lies not only in its steel and firepower, but in what it represents. The Philippines' determination to chart a future where its navy is capable, confident, and ready to secure one of the world's most critical waterways.